Already 3 huge wins for China in 2025. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Toby. This is Toby's Takeaway. Before we start talking about China's 3 huge soft power wins for 2025, I want to thank all of the new subscribers. I think most of you came through my sort of garlic video in Henan, where you're very, very welcome here. Almost up to 8,000 subscribers. Hopefully going to be 10,000 subscribers soon. So if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. All right, let's get started. We're only just getting into 2025. It's the year of the snake has just started, literally, and already China has some huge soft power gains. Let's talk about it right now. So at the beginning of the year, I think you guys remember, especially friends in North America, there was talk of banning the TikTok app, and that sort of happened and it didn't happen, and now there's some kind of delay and everyone sort of doesn't know what's happening. But for a day or two, TikTok was banned. And what did people do, especially in North America? Well, the great irony of it is they came over to a different Chinese app. Is TikTok a Chinese app? That's the question, right? Well, they came over to a Chinese app called Red Note or Red Book, in Chinese, Xiaohongshu. At first, I wasn't really sure if it was true, basically. If real Americans or people outside of China had downloaded the app. Well, it definitely was true. And I know that from personal experience. I'm on the app. If you guys haven't already followed me on Little Red Book or on Xiaohongshu, Toby in China, Toby 在中国, you can follow on. And I literally saw a huge increase on international users, many more views on English language videos. So it's definitely true. And then, of course, once you went to the App Store or the Google Store, whatever it is, you saw that Red Note, Red Book was really high up in the downloads. So that did happen, and I think that's a huge win for China in terms of soft power. Now, you can talk about reasons why TikTok might or might not get banned, why other apps are either banned here in China or banned in other countries, and that's perhaps for another discussion. But I think it's a win because people, especially in North America, chose as their alternative to TikTok a Chinese app. I personally think it was a really good thing and continues to be a good thing. Why? Because I think any countries, but especially China and America, people coming close together, I think is only a good thing. I think you've seen relations improve just by, in Chinese, talk about 老百姓, just normal, regular people, regular folk, perhaps you might say, in America, communicating more, learning about each other's lives. Because of course, the nature of social media, especially with China and a lot of other countries, is there's a lot of unknowns. Perhaps that's why my channel, to a tiny extent, is popular in that, you know, I can let you guys know about China and what's happening here. Well, through people downloading Red Note, they got to see, not quite firsthand, because of course on social media, it's on the computer, on the phone, but they got to see more of China and learn more about Chinese people, and vice versa, of course. And I think that's a really positive thing, and definitely a huge win for China in terms of soft power. Red Book, in my opinion, is a really good app. Red Note, Xiaohongshu is a really good app. I'm almost more used to that than I am to, say, Instagram, for example. Nothing against Instagram. I'm sure it's a great app, but I'm just used to Red Note, and I sort of flick through that sort of doom scrolling. It's quite dangerous in a way, but it's quite good. It's quite addictive. And so that's the first thing I wanted to talk about today. I'd like to know if you guys have used Red Note, if you guys have used Xiaohongshu, what you think of the app, and what you think about people, especially Americans, joining that app. Good thing, bad thing, don't care. Let me know in the comments below, please, guys. All right. Second thing, the second big win for China in terms of soft power, I think, was the AI app DeepSeek. Really quite impressive. Seemingly came out of nowhere, although I think people knew that a lot of research was being done here in China with AI. But to suddenly have this app come alive, really, and then sort of go crazy on the download charts outside of China was really quite surprising, and again a huge win for China's soft power around the world. People used to, for example, ChatGPT, were used to that, and then suddenly came this DeepSeek, and doing very similar things at a hugely reduced cost was really surprising, and really a positive thing. In fact, I think even the President of America said it was a positive thing. You know, a reduction in cost can do something really quite similar for a much cheaper price. But again, where's this app come from? come from? It comes from China, Hangzhou specifically, but it is a Chinese app. So many great apps come out of Hangzhou, of course. All of your Alibaba, Mayu and stuff is out of Hangzhou. So that was really, really surprising. And again, a great win for China, soft power. I just think having these soft power wins is really, really interesting. We've talked about China in the last 10, 15, 20, 25 years becoming the sort of the second superpower, becoming a superpower alongside America. And there's that competition going on. You see it perhaps in the military, perhaps in terms of connections around the world, but now soft power. And I think that's also a big part of being a superpower, that soft power. We've seen it with America in terms of Hollywood and music, although Britain still has some great music, some great films and TV. Hollywood for the last 50 years has really been pushing out sort of America soft power. And now we're seeing China do that. And again, it's Red Note this year, and it's AI with DeepSeek as well. Of course, there are many, many more functions to those apps, especially to AI. I'm going to see a lot more progress in the future, but I definitely think it's a soft power win. And, you know, it makes sense. China is now a superpower, not just in terms of its economic input and perhaps its military power, although hopefully we'll never get to see that. No wars, please. No wars for anyone. Peace for everyone. That'd be great. But in terms of soft power, we're really seeing that as well. Guys, what do you think? Have you used DeepSeek? Have you used that AI? How does it compare to ChatGPT? How does it compare to other countries' AI? Pretty much looking at America and China right now, aren't we? Are there many other countries doing stuff with AI? I saw a lot of memes when DeepSeek came out. It was like America and then China and then sort of Europe looking rather sad. So I'm not sure if many other countries are doing it. But what app do you use for your AI? Have you used DeepSeek? Let me know how you find it, if you think it's any good, in the comments below. The final soft power win for China in 2025. Guys, we're very early into 2025 and we're incredibly early into the year of the snake. Sorry guys, I know I'm talking very quickly, but I'm very excited, especially with this third and final soft power win for China in the year of 2025. Why? Because I think you guys know I'm in China, big fan of China, but I especially spend a lot of my time here in Sichuan, Chengdu. I'm a big fan of Sichuan, and there is a film, perhaps you've seen it, NeZha, NeZha. Why do I pronounce it in different ways? Because actually nobody's really terribly clear on how to pronounce it. There's a mixture of Chinese, Sichuanhua, and a sort of name. You know, it's quite funny. If you go on any sort of most Chinese apps and you use the Chinese keyboard, so you're probably going to use pinyin to input the word and then the characters come out. You can't get NeZha. It's very difficult. NeZha, NeZha. The name is difficult, but it's a lot of fun. And why am I especially happy about it, excited about it? Because it was made here in Sichuan, Chengdu, and the guy running it is from here at Sichuan, Chengdu. It's a really, really exciting place to be right now. It is smashing all box office records. Of course, the first one came out some 5 years ago. It takes a long time for these animated movies, right? And now NeZha 2 has come out, and it's just taking over. So first of all, it's done really, really well here in China, as it should do. Great movie. And of course, Chinese New Year Spring Festival is a perfect time for movies to come out. People have got time, got a bit of money to spend, they go to the movies. But what's surprising, and why this is such a soft power win for China, and maybe a soft power win for Sichuan, Chengdu. Sichuan, 加油, 加油, 雄切. 雄切 means like, come on, in Sichuanhua, in Sichuan dialect. It's really surprising that it's done so well outside of China, so especially in North America and around the world. It's breaking box office records. Really, really incredible. Guys, we've just started 2025, and China, soft power-wise, is just taking over. Have you seen the movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you like the movie? Tell me what you think of the movie in the comments below. Do you plan on going to see the movie? And are you in China? Are you outside of China? I'd be really, really interested to know. Already 3 huge wins for China in 2025, and we've only just started. Guys, what do you think about this situation? Is there a power shift going on? We've seen a power shift for the last few years, especially there's been that struggle with China and America. By the way, this is nothing new. You know, I'm British. 100 years ago or so, Britain in decline, America going in that direction. China and America, something similar going on right now? Let me know your comments below. What do you think the next big win for China is going to be? What's the next big soft power win for China? Any idea? Robotics, perhaps? What's really interesting, I've got my phone here and I just saw this, literally just saw it today, okay? On February the 9th, Sichuan's second private commercial rocket. Wow, yeah. and set to launch 8 satellites into orbit by March. And that's just Sichuan, that's just one province here in China. So perhaps rockets next. Robotics, rockets. What do you, or where do you see the next big win for China? I'm really excited to see, and it's an exciting place to be right now. Talking about another Asian country, I recently watched a TV show called Shogun. I think it was Shogun. It was a sort of about Japan, or was it a Japanese drama? Are we going to see a Chinese drama make it onto the world stage at some point? We've already got the movie. Are we ready for a Chinese TV show to take over? Could be a role for a foreigner. Hello, I'm here if anyone's interested. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate your support. These videos are nothing without you guys. So please do continue to watch them, like them, subscribe to the channel, comment. Really want to get that talk going, and especially for China's soft power wins of 2025. I'm really excited. Hope you are too. Keep watching, and that's it for now. Cheers, guys. 再见. Bye bye.